snapping pictures while I record. This is the pajama set that I originally bought for my birthday, but I didn't like this. Sorry for broken nail, but I didn't like it. Hey guys, it's Tayla with an A, and I'm in a whole different setting, I know. But I'm coming to you with the story time this time because, as I mentioned in my in my vlog, my oh, I didn't upload that. I'm sorry. Well, I do fight a lot, and why not? I used to fight a lot, and why not share these stories with you? So this is the time me and my close friend, somebody I was with every day, almost fought. Stay tuned. Okay. So for starters, me and the girl was really close for some years. Like, we weren't best friends, but we used to like talk about so much with each other. So, we got really close. Mind you, my close friends, my actual like almost best friend, like my main group of friends, they used to bully her all the time, like treat her any type of way, and I just be like, for what? She cool. They end up starting to conversate and communicate with her because I was so cool with her. So we all started hanging out a lot and stuff like that. So now my rule of thumb when it comes to boys and friends, this is just me. You can like who you want to like, but it's a problem when you act on it. And another rule of thumb for me is, if I feel some type of way about something, I'm going to ask you, not your friend, not your mama, not your daddy. I don't care if they said, oh, blah, blah, said that your shirt ugly. I'm going to ask, blah, blah, did you say my shirt was ugly? Because if you didn't, first off, it don't matter. Second off, it doesn't matter in general. But I'm going to ask you before I ask anybody else. So I keep looking at myself as a habit. So it was like my friends, and then this boy and his group of friends, and we all like talk to one of the boys, still do talk to one of the boys in the group. No, I don't have a boyfriend. That's over. No ring. No. We would talk to the boys. She wouldn't talk to any of them. She would do things with them. Not just, it was more than the ones we talked to. It was also other available ones. So them. So at one point, I felt like the dude I was talking to, she wanted. Now, you can want who you want to want. You're whatever your little heart desires, whatever. But it's a problem when you act on it, because that's just off limit, girl code, all that stuff. Whenever me and him is together and then our friends are around, she'd be like, oh, who texting you? Or who doing this? So with this specific incident, I had stopped talking to him because I have my moments, and I just be like, oh, I can't deal with you, like I don't want to talk to you no more. And I'd be like, no, come back a week later. So I was doing one of those. In the midst, he started talking to another girl. Instead of a week later, it was like 4 weeks later. So she's talking to him only, like, well, she's not talking to him, but I mean, she see his Snapchat and he posts some cute stuff that he did for the other girl. So of course me, I'm like, oh, I'm jealous, but I'm not real life jealous, but I'm jealous at the same time. Like, I'm just like, dang, I wish I was her, but then I'm play jealous because I used to talk to him and kind of do like, yeah. So I'm like, oh, I'm jealous, and she's showing my friend like his Snapchat or whatever of the stuff. So, well, it was on the girl's Snapchat. I don't have her on Snapchat, so that's how I watched it. So when she was like, oh, other friend, come look at this, I'm like, let me see. Especially when she said who it was, I'm like, let me see. So when I saw, that was number one. First off, first error, why are you showing this friend when this friend wouldn't give up nothing about it? You should be showing me anyways. So when I was like, oh, I'm jealous, blah, 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 she like, I'm not even showing you. So in my head, I'm, first off, so, fucking me. Second off, why would this friend care? Why would this friend give a fuck about what's on? You know what? It was just like, whatever. So I stopped, whatever. Then I hear that she goes to him like, oh, what did you get her? La, 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 la. He tells her, boom. First off, why are you so worried? Why are you wanting to ask him? I understand you're curious, but it's not like you trying to find the information from me, because you already attempted to treat me when I even wanted to see the shit. So it was like, whatever. So she goes up to him. Now I'm like, okay, if I wanted to know, I would have just asked him myself like I did. So later she's going up to all our friends like, did you see what blah 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 got, blah blah blah? And I'm like, in my head, what is she constantly telling our friends for? It's not like I'm telling my friends because I'm the one that's mad. You're telling them and it has nothing to do with you. You don't even talk to them or nothing. So this is the point, like, to where I had to say something, because prior to this she would always like give little hints, like we both borrowed some socks from him and she's just like, no, nobody can wear these socks, da, da, da. So it was just like whatever. So when this happened, it was like, okay, I think I'm gonna ask about this. It's not a problem because you didn't try to kiss him, touch him, text him, call him, nothing. So it's not a problem. I just want to be aware so that when we're all around, I know not to bring him around you and won't bring you around him. It's that simple.
Sorry. Listen to some water.
I'm just like, whatever. So I told my friend, like, this going too far. Let me just ask her. So I said, no, I don't want to. Mind you, she's done this to her sister plenty of times. Like, and that's what makes me think, what makes me so off limits if your sister not off limits. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I'm going to ask. And she was like, no, Tay, y'all going to fight. And in my head, I'm like, what? That don't even make sense. If I have a problem with one of my friends, I'm coming to my friend, especially because you're my friend, first off. I'm gonna go to anybody else. Second off, that's not my character. So regardless, I was going to her about it. So when my friend said, y'all gonna fight, I'm like, why the hell would we fight over something I just want to know, like this? Yes or no, whatever. So I go to class, because this is, when I told her, this is between passing periods, 5-minute passing periods. So I go to class, and I text her, like, do you like blah, blah, blah? And she says, no, WTF. And I say, well, I feel like this because you've done this, you've done that, this and that, this and that. And then she's like, at first she started off as a friend, like, no, I don't like him. Obviously, you don't know me as a friend if you would think I even want him, etc., etc. So I'm like, well, I do, but this is why. I'm like, it's not a problem, whatever. So what does she say? She said something that ticked me off. I don't remember, but I know she tried to treat me like a lame. Like, she, blah, 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 blah. Tayla, shut the fuck up talking to me, da, da, da. Mind you, she tried to treat me like this every day because she feel like, because I'm a brat, she got to be a bigger brat. We both Pisces, so it's like, we get it, like, Pisces are bitches in a way, and brats, so we like, yeah. So at this point, I'm like, okay, we're having a serious conversation. You're not finna try to treat me like a brat because you feel like I act like... You're not gonna act like a brat to me because you feel like I act like a brat. So I'm like, first off, I'm not a lame. You and your mama and your granny know that one. Second off, I feel like this because da 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 da. She say, this was a paragraph about this long. All she said back is, show me you're not a lame. I need to pause. 95% of my fights are because I feel like somebody's trying to treat me like a lame. So if you're my close friend, I explained this to you more than 1,000 times. So once you said, show me you're not a lame, it was like, oh, you know exactly. You and I both know exactly what that means. So I said, what you trying to do? She said, what did she say? I just told you. And I was like, what you doing, or something like that. She was like, I just told you my whereabouts and showed me that you're not a lame. You put two and two together. So I said, okay, where you at? She said, home. Mind you, it was my cousin's, I'm sorry, some bitches. It was my cousin's birthday dinner later that day, and I was gonna take her to get something to wear. So I text my cousin, like, hold on, babe, something gotta pop. We gotta take an hour stop or something, cause something ain't right here. So I tell her the situation, and she like, y'all been supposed to fall. Y'all been supposed to fall. And I'm like, what? Why do people keep telling me we're been supposed to fall if I thought this girl was my friend? Like, how did I not see that or whatever? And when I told my mama the story, she was like, yeah, I can tell by the way she look at you. But I'm like, I'm pretty, you're pretty as fuck too. How could you be looking at me in type of way? Every time she looking at me and I catch her, it's like she want to eat me, but eat me all up just like a baby, because that's all she ever do, like just stare and admire. And I think we're both pretty, so I never thought nothing of it, like, because she know my interest, my partial interest in females, that she, you know, trying to engage in me. So I'm like, okay, I never saw it. In my head, I'm like, I always thought it was something else. So, yeah, so we go, the school bell ring. I'm like, okay, we gotta make this stop. She come with me laughing because she think I'm playing and stuff like that. So mind you, that day I have on a dress. So when I pull up, I don't cause no scene. I don't do nothing. I simply pop my trunk. I get my little cheer shorts out and I put them on under my dress. That way, nobody get blinded by this beauty if I, mess up something. So I knock on the door. My cousin behind me. I knock on the door. Mind you, she lives with my friend. They're not blood sisters. Well, she was my friend at the time. I know. They're not blood sisters, but they live together. Long story. So I knock on the door very nicely, and she comes to the door like, her and my friend come to the door like, my friend like, y'all is not finna fight. Da, da, da. I'm like, all I did was knock on the door. You don't see me yelling, screaming, nothing. The girl like, let that bitch at me. Let that bitch at me. No, da, da, da. So in my head, I'm thinking like, were we not just friends 30 minutes ago? Were we not just cool 30 minutes ago? Like, you would think that it was one of my normal beefs. Like, if we on Twitter arguing on Facebook or like finna argue over something serious, like we're arguing over a question I asked you. This just happened. What you so mad for? Like, so when Chanel said that, I'm like, well, I said the wrong name. When my cousin said that, I'm like, well, Chanel cousin said that, whatever. When she said that, I'm thinking like, maybe Chanel was right. Like, okay, she was right. So she yelling, hooped and hollering throughout the house. And I told my friend, I told her simply, like, I'm not going to act crazy in your home because it's not that serious. But there's one door in and there's one door out. My car's in front of that door. And the girl was standing by that door. So I'm telling her, like, regardless, we're going to fight. So you can let it be easy, you can let it be hard, whatever. I'm not going to disrespect your house. I love your mom. She's sweet to death. Sweet as fuck. Love her to death. But I'm not doing this. Like, I'm going to show her. I'm going to get her exactly what she asked for. Everybody know my temper. So this time I'm growing. Like, I know I'm growing. Like, because I'm seriously how I'm talking is how I'm talking to her. I'm like, no, there's one way in, one way out, and we're going to fight. That's that. I don't want to be rude. Just please get out the way. So the whole time she's yelling. So my friend like, no, Tay, it's not that serious. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I walk in her room, look all good in her mirror, like, in my friend mirror. And the girl still yelling and stuff. I'm like, what you so mad for? Why are you so passionate to be upset? Like, I didn't think we had a beef prior to this, so there's no reason for me to be screaming, yelling, and acting crazy. So she had company, so I'm talking to her company. I'm very outgoing and blunt. So I'm like, hey, what's your name? I like your hair. Like, I'll do anything with people. Not anything with people. I'll talk to people any type of way. Like, not in a bad way, but in a bad way. Because the other day I was in school and I was telling this boy, like, you the reason why there's never no fruit left when it's time for me to get my lunch. And I ain't know him. My friend, like, could you stop talking to him? And I'm like, shit, he needs to know. So I'm talking to him, just starting a conversation. And he like, y'all tweaking, y'all acting crazy. And I'm like, no, like, she got me messed up or whatever, but whatever. So once I realized they outside, I'm like, Taylor, you're queen of fucking pettiness. Like, go be petty. That's what you do best. So I walk in her room, swiping everything down. Everything, everywhere, just knocking everything down. And I'm like, this one look kind of good now. So I walk out. So she come back in the house, yelling and stuff. Well, she actually don't come back in the house. After I mess up her room, I go to the front door and I open it. In the doorway is my friend. On the other side, outside, directly outside the doorway, is the girl. So I'm looking like, just let us fight. And she like, let her have you, woo, woo, woo. So I'm like, okay, it's been like 30 minutes. Y'all can't say I haven't grown. Y'all can't say I haven't attempted to be mature, because I'm normally not. Like, well, I'm mature, but not in fighting situations. So I'm like, y'all lucky, like, I'm doing it this way. That's over with. So I'm standing there and she's just talking so much stuff. And I blank out. When I say I blank out, just like this ironing board is right here. I'm facing this way. The ironing board is right here. The first thing I thought to throw was the iron. This I know something wrong with me, because I checked the iron to see if it was on. It wasn't hot, so I was like, fuck the iron. Like, I wanted to burn her face off. Like, literally launch the fucking iron directly across the room and just whack her. But I didn't. I did because it wasn't hot. I probably need to see counseling. So what was next to the iron was a lint roller. I grabbed the damn lint roller, throw it so hard at her head. But what happens? It hit my other friend. Why? Because I asked her to move and she didn't. So it hurt. As soon as I threw it, she attempted to duck. It hit her. First thing, follow behind. fist followed straight behind the other girl because I was not playing. Like, at that point, you really fucking pissed me off. So I threw it and still got to swing it. Her, on the other hand, she was doing this, trying to grab me, I guess, and pull me closer to her because we were fighting over somebody. So I'm fighting over my friend like this. She's trying to pull me, like. So if you don't know, right here I have a scratch. It was from here to here. Can y'all imagine how mad I was? Can you imagine how we had a dinner to her mother's, cute as fuck, like heels, everything, just fat. And now all of a sudden I'm bleeding fucking open meat all down my face. It started, this scratch was already there because I had hit my head on the glass table when I was a baby. But this, from that scar down, it was like right here. I cried. Like, when I say I stopped fighting, cause, well, we were fighting, and once I stopped fighting, I went to the bathroom to make sure I was good, and I saw that, I cried. Like, I was just crying. Like, I can't believe my anger really let me get myself into the situation. Like, me having to prove myself 24/7, I really let myself, this happen to myself. Like, I was at complete fault. I know it was all my fault, even though, like, bitch, you should have been stronger than that. Stop trying to scratch, because I have nails but I don't use them. I break them when I fight. I don't be trying to use these bitches. But it was just like, not everybody is like you, Taylor. Not everybody want to beat a bitch ass on a real note. Like, really say you beat their ass. They got to scratch, pull, tug, everything. So I just cried. Like, well, how could I even, I'm looking at this, trying to look at it, how can I even let somebody do this to me? So the whole time we went to the mall and everything, I was just pissed. Like, and then I look at myself a lot. So every mirror I'm in, I'm just like, gee, I really can't believe this shit is on my face. I covered it with makeup, but you could still see it because it was skin, like, too much texture. It wasn't scabbed or nothing yet. I was pissed. Really pissed. I still want to fight her because I never got her. I never got the chance, but I'm trying to work on my anger and work on fighting. But we didn't get the fight that we both wanted because my friend won't move out the way. She had, like, marks on her face, but I think it was bruises. I don't think it was scratches because I don't really use my nails. It was a scratch. It was like me trying to, I don't know, because I tuck my nails and that's what caused them to break. So if there was a scratch or something, I really don't know where that came from. But shit, this is what happened when you mess with the princess. Y'all like mommy cook? I love it. But yeah, that was the time I fought a close friend. That's a whole other story. Why me and the other girl not friends. It's related to this. I don't feel the need to tell the second part because I don't talk to neither one of them. And I just thought it'd be pretty interesting to let y'all know that I fought a close friend before. Yeah. So if you want another story time, let me know. I have a bunch to tell. And I think I'm going to tell another one right now just because I have another one. So be looking out for that one.